right? So that's when I left office. That was the lowest point, and that comes right from the government services, comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
I need my microphone on. We just heard gunshots at former President Trump's campaign event in Pennsylvania. We do not see former President Trump standing right now. We see a group of people gathering around the space where he once stood. We now see armed guards. We don't know if those are law enforcement or his private security detail. And we heard screams from the crowd. We do not know where those gunshots came from. You are looking live in Pennsylvania. It's an emotional scene, and we do not know what happened. We just heard gunshots that sounded upon the first few minutes of former President Trump's speech. It looks like they're lifting him up. Is he okay? Can anybody see anything? They're moving the podium to appear to block him. He's on his feet. However, we do not know if he's been struck by bullets or not. He's raising his hand. It looks like he's raising his hand and people are cheering. Do we have audio, guys? Can we raise the audio from the crowd? We have blood. It looks like one of my crew here says that they saw blood on his ear, but look at him. He's pumping his fist. Guys, bring up the audio a little bit more in this live event.
It at least swiped his ear.
Yeah, because he grabbed his ear.
Bring the audio up, please.
Oh, that would kill him.
If he hadn't moved.
That is remarkable. You have just witnessed history live from this Trump event. This is a Trump campaign event just days from the RNC. Former President Trump
Somebody's
potentially
tried to
hit by
fucking
gunfire.
assassinate
We have to confirm, but he is still raising his arm in what looks to be courage, confidence, saying that he's okay to that crowd. It looks like people have turned around and are flipping off. You guys be careful with this shot. I don't know if the cameraman, you can see, we apologize in advance. But they turn around. Thank you for bringing up the audio. Keep the audio up. We're going to listen in for a second. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, you can hear expletives from the crowd, so we apologize, but we are on cable news and we are in a live scene of possible triage as a former president could have potentially been struck by gunfire. You can see Secret Service agents scrambling. You see what looks like members of the military entering the crowd turning themselves around from the podium upon seeing President Trump, former President Trump, escorted away in that black vehicle, looking in the direction of where those gunshots would have come from. And again, we do not know whether or not it was President Trump that was actually hit, but we did see some blood on the side of his face, possibly near his ear. And we don't know if that was from himself or potentially from